ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch their team, watch their team.
2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
16 yards. Come on, set. 50. Hey, protein fill.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Ready, ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Who that? Ready, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Irv Smith Jr. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Okay, great. 22. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Under 66. Throw it high. Ready.
They'll run with Cook. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. still going. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A first down throw for Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. First down, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Check 55, Mike. I know he ain't got it.
Prescott now from the 50. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. And the Vikings, first down.
Here we go, here we
First
go.
and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, me and you all day, all day. Let's walk. After you. I'm coming after you. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Exit, exit. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Right there. Let's go. Right there. 54, Mike. You. Let her.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Back to throw now on second and 10. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. That's fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
I got this. 55's mine.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
He's checking. Crash.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott now. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this trip.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here we go. Check 55, Mike. I got you, Pop. Here we go, 47. Check right. Watch 55. Let's go.
3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. And a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Mark 22.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares. Check. Crunch. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Ready, go.
2nd and 6. Going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go, get out there.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Kill. Mike 5-5.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Going to 54. Mike 55. Check 55.
Prescott from the gun. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
22's coming, Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Complete, Smith has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Right. He's turning right here. He's turning to the right. Charlie.
Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's got room. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 41 yards.
And a Cowboy first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
55, Mike 55, check, 50,
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Even, 4 down, even. Mike 55, 55, rip right. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that'll keep this a 19-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a very tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
You better bring it.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Dallas, the win is number 9 for them on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.